right line splits that ball, you're just about perfect.
Gotcha.
So you can just make little adjustments like that for the airplane. I think that instrument is set just a little bit cocked.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know that, but okay. So that is centered since obviously we're sitting level.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are good.
Now we're ready to take off.
Now we're ready to go. All right. You know,
there are two pockets there. One's a shallow pocket, and the other's a deep
pocket.
one.
Yep, here's a good one.
That big checklist needs to go in the deep one because it sticks up too high in the shallow one.
That's what she said. Anyway, you ready to go?
Yeah, we're good.
Tampa traffic, Cessna 402 is taking runway 32 for a northeast departure. Tampa traffic. Get a center line here. I'll just roll on out and take off. To the floor. There we go. Right rudder. Speed's starting to come alive. Instruments are good. And rotate.
All right, now put these on. I'll take the controls.
Your controls.
All right, you ready?
Oh, okay, I'm ready. All right.
Okay. Your controls?
I controls.
I want you to give me a right turn to 060.
060, all right. Nice, easy right turn. There's trees. There we go. Alright, 060, leveling this out. And my airspeed back under control. There we go, there's 80 miles an hour. Drop that nose a little bit.
Look at the ball, you can feel it.
Oh yeah, right rudder, right rudder. I feel it.
If you are aware of your butt, you can feel it. When I was learning to fly, I was only dimly aware that I had a butt, so.
That's right.
I'd like you to level us at 2,000 feet, 120 miles an hour on this heading.
All right, 060, all right. Now start throttling back. Slow the altitude.
Actually, I leave the power full right here until I accelerate the airplane because at 2100 RPM, it won't go to 120.
Oh, I understand
120 miles an hour, level flight.
Good morning. Dutch is flight 9 Q, about 7 to the northeast of the airport, looking for traffic advisory.
There's 120 miles an hour. Okay, start throttling back now.
Yeah, about 2350 is going to work for you there.
I got to get back on course. I'm going 090 now. I will say flying with just your instruments is not easy at all.
No, it isn't. And it's not you know, instrument flying is not pleasure flying. When you fly instruments, you're doing it for transportation.
Clearly, yeah, clearly, I believe that. Yep, I certainly believe that.
But how can it be for pleasure when you can't see a damn thing? You're
no,
really in
exactly.
IMC.
Yeah, right.
Dutch is 559 Q, about 5 to the northeast. We'll be setting for left downwind runway 5, Winter Haven.
Okay, I've got the plane set up at 120 miles an hour, 2,000 feet altitude, and 060 is our heading. We're at 2220, right at 2,300 RPM. Vertical speed's at 0. Slightly off track, about 10 degrees, 5 degrees, excuse me. Back to 060. I have us coordinated. Lost a little bit of altitude there. Let me adjust that trim and nose up a little bit. There we go.
Remember that only increase your pitch if you want to slow down.
Understood.
In other words, if your airspeed is right and you're descending, the problem's over here.
The problem is the throttle?
Yeah.
So,
if your airspeed is right,
yeah, right now I'm beautiful.
You're perfect right now.
Yeah.
But use your airspeed indicator as a referee.
Okay, all right.
If the airspeed is high and you're descending, well, it's a pitch thing. Maybe a power thing too, but it's definitely a pitch thing.
Understood.
I'd like you to come left to 330.
330, all right. A nice easy turn here.
There you go, right there, standard rate. That's perfect. That's what we want.
Got a little back pressure. Go.
Yeah, winter traffic. Duchess is joining left downwind for 5.
Start rolling this out. There we are. A little too soon. There we go. On around. All right. All right, we are now at 330. 2,000's the altitude. Airspeed is 120 mph. Attitude indicator showing us level. Vertical speeds, it's actually showing us going up. So
I want to climb and maintain 3,000.
Climb and maintain 3,000. Climbing to 3,000, so full power. Staying on a 330 heading.
Come right, 360.
Right to 360. Rolling us out. Go 360. 80 miles an hour. Get under control. There we go, back to 80. Heading's getting off now. I need to get back to 360. There we are. Alright, 360. There's 2950. And start reducing power.
Just a little bit, though. You don't have to reduce it much. Because what's happened, you've pulled it way back. What I would do is relax the back pressure, let the airplane accelerate, and then reduce the power.
Okay. All right. All right.
I always use the sequence pitch, trim, power.
Pitch, trim, power. Okay.
To level off from a climb, yeah.
All right. So just drop the...
But you got it. I mean, you're in good shape. Our airspeed's a little bit low, so we want to get our airspeed up. But you were already trimmed for it, so if you relax your back pressure, you probably will get right where you want to go.
Understood. And that makes sense, actually. That makes perfect sense. Okay, I've got us at 3,000 feet. By the 360 heading, our airspeed's coming up to what we were at before. Since we had it trimmed out, we're getting up to 120 miles an hour. My attack is at 2,300.
Looking very good. Very good. All right, let's come right to 090.
090. There we go. Vertical speed to 0. A little bit. Well, we got it too steep. There we go.
Yeah, we're in traffic. Duchess is going on.
And I can start rolling this out.
And we're in heavy traffic 49142.
There we go.
Entering the left downwind 45.
Blew past my altitude.
Don't omit. Real easy when you're in a turn to fixate on your heading indicator.
Yep, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
I was watching my airspeed and heading indicator.
Yeah, and you know, the FAA talks about omission, where you omit one instrument, and fixation, where you fixate on one instrument.
Yes, sir.
But in fact, it's a continuum. You can omit two and fixate on the other three. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I sure do, yeah.
Continuum.
Left downwind 5, we're in heavy. And we got you guys inside.
A little bit too much power is what it was. That's more like it right there. That's where I was at before when we were in straight level flight. I think I was about 50 RPM high.
Yeah, you'll find you can move at throttle at 25 RPM increments. It takes some very careful doing to do that, though.
We have traffic across that side. Will be number 2. We have a traffic 49142. Turn left base 5. We're aiming.
All right, we've got us at 090. Altitude is dropping. You just right on the money. There we go. Okay, we're good now. All right. RPM is set. Looks like right at 23. Vertical speed 0. 3,000 on the altimeter. We're straight and level. And I'm centered on the ball here at 120 miles an hour. On a 090 heading, of course.
Let's come left again to 360.
All right, 360. Excuse me.
Let's climb and maintain 3,500.
3,500.
And we're in traffic. Duchess turning left base for 105.
There's 360. I don't just blew right past that. Get us back on our heading. All right, there's 360. Once I get to altitude, I should be able to just drop the nose, then reduce power afterward, correct?
Heavy Fran 142, taxi 5 to Foxtrot 3 for the FAO when hit.
That was much better that time.
Yep, sure
that was
was.
definitely better.
Very good.
I left my power full all the way until we reached our altitude, and when I dropped the nose, that's when I reduced the powers after the nose came to the horizon. All right, 360 heading, 120 miles an hour, straight and level, 3,500 vertical speed at 0, and we're centered on the ball.
Orlando Apopka, automated advisory, wind 010 at knots. Temperature 6 Celsius. Dew point -3 Celsius. Altimeter 303. 1,300 over.
Okay, that was a plane at 10,600 above us.
Orlando Apopka, automated advisory.
I didn't know if you noticed that right there or not.
I'm not even going to look down at that thing.
Okay.
You know, if you're going to use one of those, it needs to be yoke mounted, ideally, because that way you can see it
right
without getting your scan broken. When you start looking down at your lap, you break your scan.
Understood, understood. That makes perfect sense. That does, that makes perfect sense.
All right, let's descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000 on a 360 heading?
Yep, stay with your heading. Nothing else changes. We're just giving you a descent.
All right. So my altitude is controlled with power, so I'm reducing power.
All right, now, one thing you need to learn
is
your power setting for a few airspeeds, and 120 mile an hour descent. You want your RPM right around 2,000. So you're right on it right now. You got to it perfectly. You can actually get right to it by just pulling your power a little bit. And letting it come. The airplane will respond with you.
Gotcha. Okay. And I'm still maintaining the 120.
Yeah.
And I'm coming to 3,000, so I'm slowly adding some power to arrest that descent. There we go. And let me get, it looks like I'm at 23 again. So she ought to just come back down on her own. Yep, and there she goes. Maybe I pulled a little too much power. There we are.
And the Winnebago traffic Duchess is departing the pattern. Last call.
All right. Get our heading back under control here. We're off by about 5 degrees. I'm at 2,300. Speed's at 120. And looks like I'm dropping a little altitude. So whenever I'm doing that, Mr. Jim, obviously we're burning fuel, and we've been flying for about almost 25 minutes. So we've burned, what, about 5 gallons of fuel?
Oh, and it won't burn that much. We'll burn around 8 gallons an hour.
That's
flight plan 8 in this airplane.
So there's only 24 pounds missing now, which is not much. Okay. And a little bit more power here. You know, whenever you said instrument flying is for transportation, it's not for fun, I couldn't agree with you more. The only reason that I'm doing is, one, you know, I want to be a professional pilot, but two, the main reason is just to be safe. If I were to get into a cloud or an IMC condition, you know, I want to be able to survive it.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to use the airplane for transportation, it's very good once you get the instrument rating to always fly IFR. Even if it's clearing 1,000,000, fly and stay in the system. It makes your communication skills better.
Yes, sir.
Okay, take a look at your compass and your heading indicator.
All right, I'm at 360. Oh, I'm off.
That's right.
So I need to adjust that.
And the time to adjust it is when you are in straight and level flight.
Straight and level flight?
Yeah, you don't want to adjust it when you're turning.
No, that makes sense.
Your heading that you were given was 360, so once you do make a correction, go back to your corrected heading.
All right, so let me get us around to that 360 heading. Nice easy turn. Just a little heavy right foot, that's all it is. There we go, rolling us out, just letting off that right foot a little bit. And there we are. Okay, our speed is a little bit low. It's a 115. Vertical speed's at 0. Altimeter we're at, it looks like 2950. A little bit more right rudder there. There we go. Okay. That P factor is something else.
And it shows up, the P factor shows up whenever you increase the angle of attack. So you pitch the nose up, you get P factor. Even if you're in level flight, if you slow down, you'll get P factor.
Okay. All right, well, we are on a 360 heading. Our speed is right at 120 at 2,950 feet.
Looking good. I'd like you to slow the airplane down to 100 miles an hour. That's your flap deployment speed.
100 miles an hour, slow us down. All right.
And the way I do that is to pull the power to 2200 and then just hold the nose up and, of course, retrim for the lower airspeed. Every time you change airspeed, you retrim.
Understood. Okay. That's a little too much. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm at 2,000, 100 miles an hour. Looks like I'm descending this. Let me add a little back pressure here. Set my trim.
Remember your rudder too, okay? When you start slowing down, that P factor is going to show up.
Yep, it sure did. And that's what I was getting ready to say. Is let me get my heading back under control.
Yeah.
And my altitude.
This airspeed is real important for instrument flight because right here you're basically at 90 knots, and that is the airspeed at which we will fly instrument approaches. When we're flying an ILS, a GPS approach, a VOR approach, we're going to fly them at 90 knots. That's going to be our preferred approach airspeed.
Okay.
So we want to be able to fly and maneuver the airplane at this airspeed.
Understood.
So let's turn right to 090.
090. Move turn, there we go. A little bit of back pressure. Airspeed's at 95. That's as steep as I go. Start rolling this out. All right, 090. Airspeed's a little bit slow, but it's coming back up. I'm losing altitude though.
Add power. If you're losing altitude, add power.
A little bit of power. All right. There we go. That's slowly creeping back up to 3,000. At that point, I'll drop the power to 2,000.
You may not even have to do that.
Okay.
I think 2100 is actually going to work for you.
All right, roger that. All right, we're at 090. Altitude is coming under control. Airspeed's at between 95 and 100. And we're centered on the ball. Heading lost a little bit.
One maneuver.
There we go.
One maneuver that you had to do as a private pilot candidate was a steep turn.
Yes, sir. That's true. Yes.
So what I would like for you to do now, you're going to have to use your instruments to do it. I want you to see if you can execute a pair of steep turns, 45 degrees of bank, maintain altitude, and do a 360 one way followed by 360 the other. Let me know which way you're going to go. I'm clearing both ways, but I'm going to give it a little extra look when you tell me which way you're going.
Okay, I'm saying, let's go to the left first. That's
okay.
That way I can use the P factor to my advantage. And all right.
want to...
We're going to start rolling out now.
Yeah, now, one thing that helps in these is to add a little bit of power in the turn. You can use your trim. That's okay, too.
Oh, I blew way past that.
Reverse, okay, but it's okay. Use your aileron and rudder more aggressively and reverse your turn. That's okay.
Right.
You didn't do badly.
All right, so now we're going to go to the right, and I'll roll us out at 090. Add a little back pressure. Steepen that turn up a little bit. There we go. It's 45. Relax some back pressure. Altitude.
Feels weird doing these under the hood.
Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. I'm just teasing. All right. Increase back pressure. Roll us out a little bit here.
I have one simple rule about getting sick in an airplane.
Yeah.
If you're going to get sick, get out.
I agree. All right, let me get us back. There we go. Let me steepen that turn up. There we go. Okay, let me start rolling this out. Let me get rid of that trim I threw in there. All right, 090, 3,000 feet. Vertical speed, get back to, let me. There we go, 090 heading. And I can reduce that trim. Like, why am I going up? Okay, there we go. Hey, I put almost a full spin on the trim there.
On the trim. Okay. All right. We want to be at 100 miles an hour now. We don't want to be too fast.
Slow us down here. Yeah, let me reduce that power that I put in with that turn.
All right. You're doing really well with this. Okay, let's put in 10 degrees of flaps.
10 degrees of flaps, so I need to slow us down a little bit more. 2,000, there we go. 2,000. There we go. 10 degrees of flaps. Sun's even blinding me. There's 1 Mississippi. All right, 10 degrees of flaps.
Now, we're not going to have you pointing to the sun. I want you to turn right to 180.
180, with pleasure. All right.
I'm going to get us pointed away from the sun before we do any stalls.
Thank you, sir. All right, nice easy turn here.
I have got some dark tinted foggles. They're actually black opaque except for the vision area, and those areas are tinted, so really more comfortable in a bright day like this. I may let you use mine next time. It might help. Might make it easier.
All right, let me roll us out on a 180 heading. There we go. Nice smooth rollout. Maintaining 3,000 feet.
Let's turn right again to 270.
70 coming up. AC turn. There we go. There's 10. Right, there's 50 degrees. A little bit of back pressure. Alright, there's 270, start rolling us out, nice and easy. There we go, beautiful. Alright, we've got our altitude right at...
Let's deploy our flaps to 20 degrees.
20 degrees, alright. 1 Mississippi. That's a 20, yep, it sure does, hey.
Now let's go to full flaps.
Alright, so full flaps. And 1 Mississippi. There we go. We are at full flaps. At 3,000 feet. We are entering slow flight.
We are. Let's slow the airplane down to about 50 miles an hour. 50 miles an hour.
50. All right, roger that. Reducing power. Adding some back pressure. Right now I'm at 17 on the RPM. Reduce a little bit
as you
more.
go up the back side of the power curve, you'll actually have to increase power as you slow down. Let's take it down to about 40.
Say 40 miles an hour?
Yep, it'll fly at 40.
Oh, okay.
It'll take a good bit of power to fly at 40. Now you're developing a descent.
Oh, developing a descent.
Add power.
Oh, okay.
Add power.
Add power, all right.
Bring your nose up and get 40 miles an hour.
Holy smokes.
You ain't been here before, have you?
No, sir. No, I've never been.
I want to see how slow it will fly. You're in good shape right here, okay? Now, what I want you to do, put on your carburetor heat. It's right here to the left. Pull the carb heat on, pull your power back to idle, and perform a power off or approach to landing stall.
Power off stall, okay. Start my descent. There we go. And then back pressure. Back pressure. Back pressure. And there's a drop.
Good. Okay.
Alright, first set of flaps. Airspeed up.
You want to get full power.
Second set of, it is, oh, it wasn't.
Oh, it's not either because your carb heat's still on.
Oh, I got you, alright. Second set of flaps, positive rate of climb.
Bring the flaps all the way in.
Positive rate of climb.
All the way in. All right, bring the nose up and let's do a power on stall.
Okay.
Power on. Bring the nose up.
Alright.
Let the airspeed build too high, you get way up on this. Now hold your right rudder. Keep that ball right there on that line.
Roger that.
That's a right rudder. If a wing goes up, step on it. Rudder, rudder, rudder. There you go, that's good. Once you get the burble, that's fine. For instrument flight, once you get the first sign of a stall, you recover.
Gotcha, okay.
All right, let's go back to 120 miles an hour, level flight.
All right, we're still at 270. 120 miles an hour. Come us down, there we go. 2300 RPM. Go ahead and let us get down to 3 there. That'll also give me the airspeed I'm looking for. There we go.
Hey, let's come left to 180.
Left to 180.
And now at this point, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. I'm going to put the airplane into an unusual flight attitude.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to have you recover.
Okay. All right. We're now at almost at 180, rolling us out. Okay, your controls.
My controls. Want your eyes closed?
Eyes closed. Holy shit.
Your airplane.
Holy moly. All right. Full power.
Idle power.
Oh.
When you see that nose down, you go to idle power. Idle power, okay?
Okay, all right.
You didn't do that on your private pilot check ride. If you'd done that, he'd have busted you.
Wow, yeah,
Okay?
I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I'm all right. I'll do that again. All right, my eyes are closed.
Now, but the way to tell whether you're climbing or descending, whether your nose is high or low, is watch the trend on the airspeed indicator.
So the first thing I look at is my airspeed.
Yeah, and don't look at its number, look at its trend. For instance, the airspeed is high right here.
Yes, sir.
But here we go. I'm going to put it in a nose high attitude. See the trend?
It's going down,
high,
right.
But it's going down. Therefore, the nose is high. Okay?
Right.
Similarly, if I put the nose down, you see that airspeed going up?
Yeah.
Cut the power, bring the nose up. Okay?
Roger that.
It's an airspeed will give you more than anything else. Now, the reason I emphasize airspeed
Yes, sir.
is because on the next lesson, we're going to cover these two instruments.
Okay.
and you're not gonna have them because we're gonna simulate a vacuum system failure.
Okay, I understand.
Okay?
All right, eyes are closed.
All right, we're gonna do one or two more, and then we're gonna head back.
Roger that.
Airplane. There you go.
At full power.
There's your full power.
There we are. Drop the nose.
Good job.
There we go. And I can actually get us back to 180 at 2,300 RPM. Okay. That one there, that's exactly what I did. I looked straight at the airspeed indicator, and
the airspeed was low, so you thought it was high.
Exactly right.
But it's not the indication, it's the trend.
Yep, yep.
And you have, as long as these instruments are working, you got this dude right here. Okay.
True. Yeah, that was what I looked at the airspeed, and I saw that it was going down, so I knew I needed power.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. You did the last one. You did perfect. We're gonna do one more here.
All right, eyes closed.
Your airplane.
Ooh.
All right, that's good recovery. Restore your power, level us off at 2,500.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
That one there was, that's the first one that got me.
Okay.
All right, let me get us back to 2,500, where we are, 2,500,
Reset your power,
2,300.
reset your power, 180 and on the heading, and we'll be in good shape. We're on our way back.
Turn. There we go, here's 180. Roll this out, nice and smooth. Add just a touch of power. And we're 21, 23, there we go, so we're at 2,300.
Did that mess your stomach up a little bit on that last one?
It did, you know, I mean, I've never been sick before. I was just messing around that one time, but
if you wanna take your glasses off and just fly back, that's fine. If you want to stay under the hood and keep building time, that's good too.
I'd rather just stay under the hood.
Okay. While you're under the hood, let's program the GPS to take us back to Tampa North.
Okay, all right.
Start with the direct to button.
Direct to.
Now turn the little knob one click.
One click.
And it's going to assume that the airport starts with a K, okay?
Yes, sir.
Normally it would, except that we start with an X. So just keep turning until you get an X.
All right. TV. X, all right.
Now, the big knob, turn it one click to the right, and it'll change the field. The big knob changes the field, the little knob changes the content. If you turn the little knob, you can go through and you want a 3. If you go to the left, it'll go back. It'll go backwards. It wraps around.
Oh, I see, yep.
It'll wrap around.
All right.
And a 9.
All right, Tampa North. So I press enter.
Enter button. Yep.
Enter.
And then hit enter again to activate it. And then fly a 209 course. That's your course.
All right, so now it's telling me direct. So to change my heading to 209. All right, 209.
One thing this machine will do, now if you watch here and you keep turning, you're going to go past it, way past it. This has about a 3-second delay.
Oh, okay, yep.
And the standard rate turn, 3 degrees a second, 3 seconds, you're at least 10 degrees off.
Yep, I'm way off, okay. I see that now, 209.
So use your heading indicator, turn to the heading, and then roll out, and then check your heading here, okay? But look at that, you're just about right on it now, okay? And the way to make a correction here, if you need to make a correction, is to make the correction on the heading indicator. So you can turn right 4 degrees, just a tiny little bit of a right turn.
I see that, okay, yeah.
And then you're right on it, okay? Now, one thing it's going to do is it's going to give you a message.
Message, okay, I see it flashing.
You can push the message button and see the message. Okay, it says set course to 209. If we push the message button again, the message goes away. But we've got a yellow light that's saying, okay, you got a message. Well, the reason for that is that the message is one you've already looked at. So it's not flashing, but it's still on there.
I see, yep.
What it wants you to do is to set the course in the indicator to 209.
Okay.
So you want to set this
to 209. Oh, I see. Okay.
And the message completely goes away.
All right. So these two are linked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the indicator for this machine.
Okay. All right.
And you can glance here and see that you need to turn left about 5 degrees. Real quick.
Sure do.
Real easy. We see our distance out.
Yep. There we go. Got us back on course.
Yeah.
There we go. I was getting fixated with the altimeter is what I was doing and airspeed.
Real easy to do.
Yes, sir.
Real easy to do. You throw in navigation instruments. That's why on these early instrument lessons, we're not going to do any real navigation. We're just going to do direct to back to the airport because I don't want you to have to try to navigate while you're getting the basic instrument flight skills built up.
Understood. Yes,
you have done extremely well with this first lesson.
Thank you, Mr. Jim.
You're going to go through it pretty fast, assuming, of course, you don't have a bunch of brain farts when we start flying holding patterns or something.
Well, I try my best to be prepared so that you're not wasting. I don't want you to feel like you're wasting your time. I want to be the best and safest pilot I can be.
I'm not wasting my time. I'm flying around looking out the window having a ball. You're the one that's blindfolded and having to work hard. I'm just over here having fun.
True to that. All right.
Winter Haven traffic, November
209. So we are 4 miles out. So we're on a 209. So we are north.
Yeah.
Tampa North traffic, Cessna 402, currently 4 nautical miles to the north of the field for a full stop landing, Tampa North. So when we come in, when you're flying direct like this, when do I take the foggles off? Is it at 2 miles?
Well, we can, it depends. I can vector you around and let you, set up for the, for the airport. I'll do that. I'll get you on a 45 or I'll get you on downwind.
Okay.
So let's turn right 270.
Right 270.
Let's start a slow descent. We're going to descend all the way down to pattern to 1,000.
Roger that. Okay. A slow descent. Drop it to 2,000 RPM. There we are. And we're making a right turn to 270, staying coordinated. And I'm also maintaining 120 in miles an hour. All right, there's 270. Drop a little bit more power. $120. Dropping about 700 foot a minute on 270. Right. Looks like we're in a turn. There we go. Yep, we were in a turn. All right, now we're leveled out. Still dropping about 500 feet a minute. Drop a little bit more power. Straight and level. Speed's right at 120, 125 now. 270. Drop to 1,600. Yeah, I can tell we're getting lower, as bumpy as it is.
Yeah.
That surface heats up quick with this Florida sun, I know that.
Yeah, let's turn left to 180.
All right, turning left to 180. All right, let me add a little bit of power here. All right, turning 180.
City traffic, Cherokee 72 Papa taxi.
There we go.
Traffic arrow 4516.
That's a good turn right there.
32 will be southeastbound after departure, Tampa North.
All right, there's 210 coming around. 20-degree turn.
Tampa North traffic, Cessna 402 is about 2.5 miles out to the west
There's
of the field, setting up for a 45 for 32, Tampa North. We're looking for the departing arrow. We don't have you in sight. All right, let's come left to 140.
All right, 140. All right, adding power to get us to pattern altitude. 140.
All right, why don't you go ahead and take the foggles off now? Got you set up on a downwind. Got an arrow that just took off. He's going to go southeast, so he may be turning toward us.
Okay. I have no idea where we're at.
There's the airport. We're on downwind.
Okay, we're downwind. Okay.
Downwind for 32.
Okay, there's a hospital. All right.
X-ray entering left downwind, runway 5, full stop, Winter Haven.
I see exactly where we're at now, Mr.
Oh, well,
Jim.
you're turned way out here. You want to be...
Oh, I need to be more in, yeah.
Yeah, we're a little bit far out. Not too bad.
I see,
I couldn't time it just right. I got you.
Oh, yeah, no. I always look for the hospital, and I normally fly right to where I'm assuming that is a hospital right there.
The hospital's over there.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
whatever.
go straight towards Sam's. What is that? You talking that white building there?
Yep.
That's not the hospital. That's the ice rink.
Ice rink. Okay. All right. Well, that's
it is part of Advent Health. But
I got you. Okay. Well, that's the building I go for, and then whenever
okay. I
then,
usually look further out. I look at Sam's out there.
Oh, okay. All right. I see it. And that building out there is Sam's, I reckon. All right.
But either one, we're good.
Here's our touchdown point. We can start slowing us down now.
Having no traffic, Aero 4516 Juliet, turn left downwind will be downwind departure southeast bound, Tampa North.
And Tampa North 402 is downwind. We're about to cross the freeway. We're at pattern altitude. Shouldn't be a factor for you.
Yeah, roger that. Got you inside. I'm above you about 500 feet.
Oh, all right. And let me drop one set of flaps. 1 Mississippi.
Yeah, Tampa North.
Use your carb heat.
And carb heat.
That's the mixture.
Thank you, sir.
That's got a... He needs to have that orange handle on that little square handle.
I automatically thought that was the carb heat.
Well, it's on that side in the Cherokee. That's the reason.
Exactly, yep. But I shouldn't have done that. I felt the engine shake, and I was pushing it back in when you grabbed it. And my asshole puckered up pretty tight, too.
It really is that big a deal. I've had an awful lot of people pull that thing by mistake.
Cessna, Tampa North traffic, Cessna 402 is turning base for runway 32, Tampa North traffic.
Traffic 43 exit.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to start doing some straight-in approaches.
And 1 Mississippi.
Because a lot of your instrument approaches are straight in. I should have done that today, but I'll...
Okay, I understand that. All right.
We're going to do straight-in approaches on a lot of them from here on.
Okay.
Tampa North traffic, Aero 4516 Juliet, departing the airport traffic area to the southeast, Tampa North.
Tampa North traffic, Cessna 402 is turning final, runway 32, Tampa North traffic. All right, nice, easy. I tell you what,
I like doing instrument instruction. I get to fly with people that know how.
That know how to...
They know how to fly.
I see.
You know, you may be learning instruments, but you know how to fly the airplane.
Oh, right, I understand what you're saying, yeah.
I spend a lot of time flying with people that ain't got a clue.
I hear you. 1 Mississippi. All right, there. The one thing about this Cessna, you know, compared to that Cherokee is, boy, oh boy, it likes to, you know, it floats so much.
If you bring it in fast, it really will, and you're a little fast right here.
That was a little hard.
The landing wasn't bad at all. It was just a little squirrely wind there kind of got your attention.
Oh, yes, it. Tampa North traffic, Cessna 402 is back taxiing on runway 32, Tampa North.
And Tampa North traffic, yellow flow planes, midfield crosswind, 32, Tampa North.
Got to be easy on that tire and brake. There we go.
You don't need to bounce that brake like that. Just do it gently. I never turned that way. I always turn the other way.
But you do? Okay.
I'll tell you why. The airplane don't care.
Okay.
But if you do get off the runway, that side's a mud hole and this side's hard packed.
Thank you, sir. All right. That's
the only reason I care.
I'll do it. You got it. I never thought about that, but that makes good sense.
Traffic, yellow flow plane left downwind. 432.
When we get up here, pull it around, park on the back side of the fuel pumps.
Yes, sir.
I'll leave it ready for the next lesson.
Okay. Tampa North traffic, Cessna 402 is clear of the active. Tampa North. Go right around here on the backside there?
Yeah.
No problem, all right.
And Tampa North traffic, yellow flow plane left base, 32, Tampa North.
All right. Use your